At it again, and we have one here with Ben Shapiro. I was scrolling through YouTube, trying to find something interesting to check out with you guys. You know, something I do on a daily. I don't have like a team of people helping me out or anything like that. It's a one-man show. By the way, if you're interested, I may be in need of some type of assistant that can help me out with finding content daily. So yeah, if you're interested, DM me. But anyway, I watched like the first almost half of this video, not quite half of the video, but in this video, Ben Shapiro says something that's very, very interesting that I want to hear your thoughts on. So yeah, with all that being said, well, first off, thank you guys for tuning in once again. Greatly appreciate all of your continued love and support. I just want to make sure that I thank you guys for all that you do for me. I mean, it means the world. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. But anyway, let's dive in.
Do you think the United States can survive another 2.5 years of the Biden-Harris administration? And what do you think the long-term prospects are for the United States of America?
I think that the United States will survive another 2.5 years of the Biden-Harris administration simply because I don't think things tend to decay that fast. I mean, even after the supposed fall of the Roman Empire, the Byzantines lasted another 700 years. So like, I really don't think that that's in the cards. I don't think that it's going to be like hellscape, apocalyptic, Mad Max kind of stuff 2.5 years from now. I think that things will be markedly worse because he's a very bad president. But as far as what is the future prospect of the United States, well,
yeah, we got a long way to go, and that's the unfortunate part. Things got so bad so quickly. We still have over 2 years left of this madness. America has over 2 years left of it. It's crazy. Which, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it, I guess if you're going to tear America apart, it's best to do it early in your presidency, and then, you know, kind of clean things up a little bit, you know, shine the rust a little bit to make it shine a little bit more, so people perceive things towards the end as being a little bit better. Let me know what y'all think, though. Maybe that's the plan. They don't really care so much now. They'll shine it up, you know, a year and a half from now. Talk to me. What y'all think?
What I'm very hopeful about is the fact that a backlash is really brewing and really beginning. And I think that, you know, to be very political, 2022 is going to be a very good year for Republicans, particularly in the House. They picked some questionable Senate candidates, so we'll see how they do in the Senate. And I think 2024 is shaping up to be a very good year for Republicans, so long as they don't make the signal mistake of nominating someone whose name will be the main issue, meaning that, you know, the simple fact is that
whose name will be the main issue. We know who he's talking about right there.
When it comes to elections, people tend to vote based on they essentially have a referendum on one candidate. In 2016, that candidate was Hillary Clinton, which meant that there was a 2-to-1 split for the undecideds on behalf of Trump. In 2020, the referendum was on Trump, which meant that undecided split 2-to-1 for Biden. And if in 2024 it's a referendum on Biden, who's been a very ineffective and bad president, then he will lose. If it's a referendum on, say, Donald Trump, then he will lose. So I think that, you know, the movement against the...
I think the Trump hate has kind of fizzled out. From all the videos that we've checked out, you know, right on the street, from Sav Says, Liberty Hangout, Caitlin Bennett, what's the black comedian guy's name? I forgot his name, but him as well, amongst others, James Klug. There's some other, I feel like I'm forgetting someone too. But yeah, from all those interviews we've seen, I think people are ready to vote Trump 2-to-1 again, like in 2016. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section.
On, say, Donald Trump, then he will lose. So I think that, you know, the movement against the left is really quite strong in the United States. They've pushed too far too fast, and they're going to feel the heat.
If you could pick one person to be president right now, who would it be?
I mean, I've said before that the person who I'd love to be president is too old and not willing to do it. It was Thomas Sowell, right? I mean, I would like somebody who, number one, here are my criteria for ideal president. One, doesn't want to be president, because anybody who wants to be president is not the person who should be president. And this is like basic Aristotelian thought. He said this about leadership. Two, somebody who is dedicated to sort of established wisdom as opposed to trying the new. And Sowell is very much dedicated to that. And somebody who's dedicated to both, you know, a traditional value system and also freedom within that traditional value system. So I've always said Sowell, but I mean, there are a number of people who sort of fit that bill. It's just
What do you guys think about a Thomas Sowell presidency? Now, obviously, he's way too old. Thomas Sowell is 92. What's going on with Thomas Sowell, by the way? Where is he? Is he still popping up in videos? Is he at home just relaxing because he is 92 years old? If anybody has any information on his whereabouts, please let me know. I would love to get an interview with him on the channel. That would be phenomenal. If I could get Thomas Sowell on the oh man, that would be lovely. I mean, that would literally make my year. You know what I mean? So, yeah, if anybody knows how I could get in contact with him, but like I said before, what do you guys think about a Thomas Sowell? If Thomas Sowell was, let's say, 67 right now, and he said, you know what, I'm running for president in 24, would you vote for him? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. It's an interesting thought. Or, you know, in 2028, if he said the same thing. Let me know.
Traditional value system. So I've always said Sowell, but I mean, there are a number of people who sort of fit that bill. It's just that none of them are in politics. The biggest problem with politics generally is that people look to political leaders for moral leadership, and that's actually a form of idolatry. You elect your political leader. And it says in the Torah, not to start giving bar mitzvah speeches here, but it says in the Torah that, you know, when the Jews think that Moshe is dead, they build a calf and then they worship it. And it's a bizarre kind of thing. Why would you build a thing and then worship it? But that is the nature of politics, is that you make something with your own hands and then you think this thing is going to lead you. That's not the way that it's supposed to work, right? The thing that you don't make is the thing that's supposed to lead you.
What do you think contributed to California being a fully democratic state? And what do you think it will take to change that?
So California is going to be a fully democratic state for a very long time to come. What changed California, just frankly speaking, is the demographic shift in the state of California. So in the aftermath of the Immigration Act of 65, there's a radical shift in the demographics of California. You started to see a lot of immigrants from South and Latin America coming into California. They tended to vote more to the left. The real market shift in California happened after 1994. There were movements against affirmative action, against illegal immigration in that state, and the state shifted radically to the left at that point. Up till then, it had been a red state. So that was really just the big move was population change. And that's been exacerbated. Bad governance has led people like me to flee the state, right? I moved my family to Florida. I moved my company to Tennessee. And that's only going to be exacerbated. So when does California, get fixed? When they depopulate the state to the extent that, like, Republicans move back in and take it over again. And this is the long game. The long game is that Republicans go to a place, they make it really nice. Democrats follow them there. They mess it up. The Republicans all leave. And then this pattern repeats itself. So that means that in 30 years, there'll be no one left in California. They'll have all followed my company to Tennessee and my family to Florida. And at that point, we can go reoccupy the coast. It'll be nice.
So, yeah, what do you guys think about all of that? Thomas Sowell running? Would you vote? Obviously, if he was younger. The guy is 92 years old. I don't expect him to to run at this point at all. But if he was, 30 years younger, what you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. And I personally think, even if the Orange Man, people like to call him, came back and ran versus Biden, I think the Orange Man wins, honestly. Like I said earlier, from everything that we've seen and checked out in videos, there have been so many people. Matter of fact, there was a Sav Says video that we checked out, what was that, 2 days ago? Wasn't yesterday, but maybe the day before yesterday, where there was a black gentleman who was talking about there's so many people that never would have thought they would have voted Republican or for Trump that will come out and vote for the Orange Man in 24. And I feel like that's the case across the board. And we've seen some of the poll numbers, how black people are shifting away from the Democratic Party. Same thing with my Latin brothers and sisters as well. That number has been declining, which is why I think borders open. Ben Shapiro touched on it a little bit there. Immigrants coming from the southern border migrated to California, changed that whole kind of culture there, turned it to the left. Maybe they're trying to turn the whole country left by opening the borders and allowing just anyone and everyone in. And they've got a whole nother 2.5 more years to do it. Yeah, it's crazy. The more that I learn about all that's going on, it's just wild. And to think that I was so blind to everything happening around me except for what was directly in front of me. It's crazy. Shameful. Absolutely shameful. But anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about all of this in the comment section below. Hit that like button. Hit the share button down below. It's the arrow button down below. You guys can copy the link, paste it anywhere you like. Greatly appreciate everyone that continues to do that. Share these videos with your friends, your family, your neighbor, your aunt, cousin, whoever. Greatly appreciate you guys. And everyone that leaves a comment for the algorithm. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peace and love. I'm out.